Counsel's Corner, brought to you by Team Green Law. For you, with you.
Today we are here with our friend RT Green of Team Green Law. Welcome back, my friend.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
You know what? We've been able to sort of navigate the legal waters of a couple subjects. Today is one that's a little bit more touching at the heartstrings, RT, because today we're going to talk about the topic of wrongful death. And let me say, first of all, if you lose a loved one, anyone, that's a hard enough process to go through. But then when you think the death was caused by somebody else, by somebody else's negligence, that has to add like a whole nother layer to this process. So in those types of cases, how can you help? Well,
I've been in this 45 years plus, and so it's something that we do day in, day out. When tragedy like this happens, clients come in and ask what can be done. I can't prosecute them. I can't put people in jail, but what I can do is get the money for the loss, and it adds this closure, and it gives value to someone's life to say that there could be no recovery in that situation, and losing a loved one because of someone's negligence. The law does recognize that yes, there is a loss, and a way to be able to compensate for that.
Someone facing this situation who has lost a loved one to a wrongful death case, what are some of the biggest questions or the most common things you'll hear from them when they come in? Well,
first off is, what's it going to cost me? Or the other would be is, I really want to put this person in jail. What can I do? Well, we have to go through this explanation that I don't put people in jail. That's up to the state. That's up to the prosecutor. In this situation, what I do is try to get them this sense of justice, but it's in the terms of money. And I don't want to suggest to anybody that money is an answer. It's a distant second. But what it is it's our system that recognizes the value of life.
Sure.
It does.
And when we talk about these cases as well, and these folks come in, I want to mention that there's no cost to come in and talk to you, because I would think some people's hesitation might be, I don't think I can afford an attorney in this case.
And I understand that. It's many cases. No, you come in and talk to us. The only way we ever get paid is it's on a contingency fee basis, and the contingent fee is just that. We have to recover money for the client, in this case the estate, before we would take a fee.
Yeah.
So what it costs them initially is their time, but more importantly, if they do decide to hire us, is that in that situation, their cooperation, their patience, and their truthfulness. If they can give us those three things, I can take care of the rest. We'll work our way and navigate our way through the legal system to try to get the recovery that they're deserving in that situation. And it's a terrible time. It is a terrible time.
And I can imagine when they come in this case too, it's an emotional time, because these clients are obviously going to come in and they've faced great loss. And I would think for you that that also has challenges of its own.
Yeah, I mean, I've experienced it. The family has. My grandmother was killed by a drunk driver back in the early 70s.
Yeah.
And so I understand the loss. I understand the sense of frustration. I understand the anger. And sometimes that anger just is overwhelming, and it's almost impossible to deal with. But we deal with that. We move forward and try to put things in a proper perspective. Now, I'm not saying that I'll bring them back. I'll never do that, obviously.
Right.
But what I can do is try to make some sense, and some sense of closure, and some sense of value of a person's life, that life means something to them and to the people that person and the family has touched.
Well, and you've been touched by it, so you obviously can empathize with any client that walks through the door.
Absolutely.
We hope you'll walk through the door. If you have questions, it's simple to do, because as you said, there's no charge just to have the time together.
Absolutely.
So if people are watching us now and they're interested in having that conversation with you, we have information we can share. You have a local office now in Terre Haute.
On 3rd Street, yes,
yeah.
That's correct.
And the number's on the screen, 234-2369. Team Green Law is such a great website, by the way.
Well, thank you.
Easy to navigate, but as people visit there, they can also find information about you, about your team, and about the ways that you can hopefully help them in this case of wrongful death.
And as we said, for you, by you, that's kind of our watchword. The whole purpose, we're dedicated to make sure that the client gets the recovery that they deserve. That's our job, to be able to get that done. We
appreciate you sharing the time with us each month as part of this opportunity to share with our viewers legal advice. And in this case, some pretty solid advice. Thank you, my friend.
Thank you.
Always good to see you. We'll see you next month, and we'll see you right after the commercial break. Don't go away.